Upsetting, visceral, grungy, unhinged. These are all words that accurately describe Moldrise. I mean, after all, it's a game about walking up to the roof of your apartment building and exploding into a cloud of spores because you have the world's worst fungal infection growing from your foot to your brain, so of course it's gonna be a little bit unpleasant. Let's get into it, shall we? If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date on all future uploads. So, in this game we play as a hapless victim of whatever the hell kind of fungus this is supposed to be. I assume cordyceps because it functions exactly like cordyceps, when it forces ants to go up to the highest point and rain spores down on the nest below. But it won't be as easy as simply climbing the stairs or using the elevator, because you happen to live in the world's most disgusting, rundown, should-have-been condemned years ago tenements known to man. Like, yes, there are some nice flats at the top of the building, but most of it is gross. There's trash everywhere, there's fungus taking over multiple areas, not to mention the broken stairway, and also the world's worst water fountain that is described in absolutely repugnant detail. A lot of the people living here aren't any better, with most of them coming across as creepy, unsettling, weird, or otherwise threatening in some way. There's only a handful of people who come across normal, and at least a couple of those people are actually even worse, lulling you into a false sense of security by their pleasant manner or other means. If you fell for this, congratulations, you have the survival instincts of a moth faced with a pretty blue light. The most interesting aspect of the gameplay is the fact that you die multiple times, and that isn't the end of a run so much as it is experimenting with how you move forward. See, whenever you learn something helpful, you store it away as an idea, and this is shown to you via a visual of the character's brain. I never got the impression that the deaths were something that canonically happen, at least until you actually reach the rooftop. Rather, it reminded me of the Megamycete in Resident Evil 7 and 8, which had this sort of hive mind archival memory to it. So my theory is that we're hallucinating every single run until it finds the ideal way to get us up to the roof. And it does this by utilizing the collective knowledge of everyone in the building who is infected. Because there is absolutely no reason a fresh version of you should have the knowledge that lets you get to the roof without talking to anyone. Meaning you know how to see in the dark, you know where the key is, and you know how to open the gate to the premium floors. None of that is known to you until you've made multiple runs, and those runs are how our brain interprets the mycelium searching for answers. You may be wondering how things got this way and what's being done about it. Well, the answer is nuts. Literally, a snack called Crazy Crunchy Nuts. Somehow, a batch was contaminated with a human-tolerant strain of cordyceps, and everyone who ate them has developed a fungal growth between the 4th and 5th toe of their left foot that eventually creeps up their leg, through their body, and into their brain, at which point they start hearing voices and feel an overwhelming compulsion to get as high as they can. For no particular reason. Point is, we're not the first person to suffer from this, and we can even find other people in the building who are infected, the most obvious of which is a man all the way down in the lobby, standing by the front door unable to move and muttering to himself.
I promise, please, stop the torture.
There are so many upsetting things in this game, which I mean as a compliment, but chief among them is the whole-ass mushroom growing out of this man's nostril. I want to rip it out. It's making my nose itch. Unlike this poor bastard, we still have the ability to move for as long as we can apply antifungal lotion, keep ourselves fed and watered, and not get murdered by roaming Italians for our love of pineapple on pizza. Yes, really. Which really I only expressed love for because I wasn't sure if the man I was talking to was a cannibal or not. Not that our experience of the infection is improved by that, since the end goal is still not exactly great for us, but the game is nonetheless an entertainingly grotesque experience that I highly recommend. Between the interesting interactions and the unfolding puzzle of how to reach the rooftop, The overwhelming atmosphere of grungy, unpleasant dread and the inevitability of the thing growing inside you, poking at your brain for all the ways it can encourage you to keep going up. You must go up, you have to go up, 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 up. It's all a very worthy excursion. Until next time. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below, whether it's a game you'd like to see me cover, what you thought about the one we just discussed, or to tell me about your pets. Special shout out to my patrons and YouTube members who are all very handsome people, and if you'd also like to be called a very handsome people, you can support the channel through Patreon or become a member here on YouTube. Either way gets your name in the credits. If you're into live streams, you can catch me every Wednesday on Twitch at 8 PM British time. I can also be found over on Blue Sky and TikTok when I remember to post on either of those. All that being said, don't forget to drink your water, take your medication, be kind to yourselves, and I will see you all next time.